back now with Barry Jennings, the Deputy President of the British Crown Green, and also Shropshire's President. Can you just tell us a little bit about how President and Deputy President are selected? Is it the counties that nominate them? What's the procedure?
Well, I'd tell you the procedure in Shropshire.
Yeah.
It obviously comes round once every 15 years. You state your interest. I think you should have been President of Shropshire before you qualify. You state your interest. It goes before the committee. And yeah, on this occasion, I was lucky enough to have won the vote.
Yeah.
And I was put forward. And I did 12 months apprenticeship last year. And now I take over as deputy, or I am deputy this year, which is generally a support to Dr. Henry Butler, who is the president, and then I take over next year.
Yeah. As Deputy President, then what do you expect to do? What's on your job description then? A lot of travelling?
A lot of travelling. It's mainly supporting the President. You know, next week for the Crossfield Cup games, I'm hoping to go into Yorkshire to spend Victoria, to have the day there, whereas I think the President is going to North Midlands and really just representing the BCGBA throughout the country. The week following that I'll be going to one venue of the juniors and the President will be going to another one.
When everybody knows you, Barry, from obviously the tremendous work of the work you do at Sevenside, of the various events and obviously running meal breaks, but how long have you been involved in the sport yourself?
Around about 25 years.
And you've done various admin posts over those years, haven't you?
I started about 23 years ago as a junior county selector.
Yeah.
And I've held most positions, competition secretary for county and Shrewsbury League, chairman of different leagues, refereed for 20 odd years, along with the late great Dave Card. We started off more or less at the same time. I've held various offices, too numerous to mention at the moment. Although I'm Deputy President, I am Chairman of the Shropshire County. I'm Chairman of the Women's District Bowling League, which is a local league in Shropshire. I'm Competition Secretary for the Shrewsbury League. I also run, as you say, the competitions at Sevenside and Meal. I'm also County Welfare Officer. I'm also County CRB Counter Signatory, which is all a lot of tremendous work. And for any of people interested, me and bowling, I haven't picked up a ball for 5 years because I haven't got time.
No, I don't think you have.
You don't do a lot then. You don't baz, do you? So, yeah, that's right, yeah.
You're listening to Talking Bowls Radio, sponsored by Thurston and Osprey Water Management. We're now coming down to the last few minutes of the show. Back with us now, we've got Barry Jennings. One question that come up on the screen earlier, Barry, was in your presidential year next year, what would you like to achieve, or what do you think you'd like to see happen within your sport? I mean, the game's been on its knees a little bit, and British Crown Green management, they get a little bit of criticism, perhaps not doing enough to let the game forward. What would you personally like to see?
I'd like to see the development of the game. It's going great guns at the moment. There are a lot of counties that have got development teams, and new counties are getting them all the time. We need to push development-wise. This year I understand that new registrations are up by one hell of a number, so that's good. the downside to development, and what I would like to see in my time, is that the government get the things right with their child protection policies, because as bowlers throughout the country, they don't know whether they're coming or going, because David Collier, God bless him, he does the best that he can with what he's got, but they're changing the goalpost every week. And you know, God bless him, he doesn't know what to do next. I know David doesn't, but hopefully development, not for just younger ones, but for the more experienced bowlers that need a little bit of egging on, is well on the way, and I hope that comes to fruition during my time, or if not comes to fruition, it improves a vast amount.
A lot of times that we've been on this programme, and you've seen it said where people have said that there's not enough investment into the sport, and it's been commented on that there should be an annual registration fee to bring more funding in. We've got this lifetime membership, which a lot of people think that was wrong at the time, that it should be at an annual fee, and when you're talking of a couple of 100,000 members, whatever it is, £1 a year would generate a large amount of money that could possibly put into the sport in all levels, really. To develop it. What's your thought on an annual fee?
I would like the same that Shropshire are in the process of doing now. They're getting figures out and coming forward with different propositions to take to the BCGBA on their ideas of what may be an improvement to as you say, getting the finances back into bowls. And it may sound easy, and by what people are saying, it's not that difficult, but whether it comes to fruition that it is easy, I wouldn't know. But I would ask all counties to consider different ways of improving the monetary system, if you like, within the BCGBA, because it's not commonly known how much the BCGBA struggle with money flow. They're paying out of one pocket to line somebody else's, so it's not easy for the BCGBA, and as Mel said before, they do seem to be a bit slow on some matters, but people have to realise that they have to go through a hell of a lot to get an answer. It's not like talking man to man. They have to ferry it round to 16 counties to get answers back, so I'm sure that they do their best, although it doesn't always seem that they are.